Okay, as I'm recording this video, England versus Italy is a 4 hour away kickoff. It's 4 hours away. The weather is going to be the same as it was up in Scotland, just a bit warmer. There's going to be unpredictable wind, possibility of passing showers at Twickenham. And as I say, that the wind actually is picking up outside. It's been very stable for the last hour or so, and this is the problem I think both sides are going to face today, is that unpredictability of the wind. Twickenham now, obviously with the south stand being part of the whole bowl, it's a big bowl, so when the wind gets in, it will swell. So the kicking game is going to be interesting. But I somehow doubt England are going to be kicking a lot. I think they're going to be running a lot. And it's going to be very one-dimensional running. The Italians are going with a very settled lineup. Parise comes back into the side, but for the most part, that lineup stays the same as it was against Ireland, and they played very well against Ireland. The weakness is Tommy Allen's goal kicking. I think Tommy Allen, he has struggled. His percentages have been improving markedly under Conor O'Shea, but in the last couple of weeks, he struggled with kicking off the tee, and that comes down to Mike Catt as well as a coach. And I think Mike Catt would secretly want to do the English over as an ex-England player. So I think the Italian team around Tommy Allen needs to take some of the pressure off his goal kicking by encouraging him to kick for the touchline and use the set play, which the Italians have actually used very, very well in this tournament so far, to great effect. The Italians are second favourites by a long way. They've never beaten England in a test match, and that partly comes down to discipline and mentality. I think the Italians have become more disciplined over the years. Decision-making is still a slight weakness for them. Especially with the goal kicking, when they should kick for touch, for example. But ball in hand, they have proven themselves more than capable of challenging teams this so far, the Six Nations. They've scored a lot of tries. Some of their backline are really threatening. Padovani's had a good tournament. Marisi and Campagnaro have played well. Tito Tabaldi's been a brilliant scrum half, especially against Ireland. He was absolutely amazing. I think Esposito has been very, very good as well. Hayward, not so sold on him at fullback. Tommy Allen, with ball in hand, is very creative. He's a very talented young fly half. Kicking off the tee is his weakness, and that's where they need to go for the lineup. Parise's back in. They've got Bram Steyn has been a revelation in the last couple of years. He's South African born, but he's an exceptional ball carrier. And he's very two-dimensional ball carrier because he will have the cheeky little offload. And the Italian handling skills have been very, very good so far, the Six Nations. They're not dropping the ball as much. They've really improved their technical abilities. They are going to be a very difficult team for this English side to play against. So let's have a look at England. Excuse me. Their centre selection is where I'm scratching my head. Having Johnny May and Kokasengya on the wings, no problem with that. One's a power runner, one's a skill runner. I've got no issue with those wingers. Elliot Daly at fullback, inspired choice. He's been very, very good this tournament. Very, very good. Ben Youngs, Owen Farrell, that's a settled 9-10 combination. I'm not a big fan of that combination, but it's a settled combination, and you need that. You do need that access to be settled at least. Tuilagi and Ben Teo. These guys aren't going to pass the ball out to the wingers or Elliot Daly coming into the line. They're going to run it up, and the Italians will eat that up all day long. That's one-dimensional ball running, and that leads to them possibly becoming isolated if they get too separated from their support runners. The support runners know they're not going to get the ball. The Italians know these guys are less likely to pass the ball. It's one-dimensional play, and Eddie Jones's teams have been criticised, both the Australian team of 2003 at times, and over the last couple of years for England, for being one-dimensional. When he was coach of Japan, they were a very multi-dimensional side. Every player could pass and run with the ball. This England side, for some reason, he's gone back to his roots in Australia, the power game. Sir Clive Woodward has stated, when he was talking about Ben Cohen on his wing after the World Cup final, he said, why did you choose Wendell Sailor? So, well, I'll always take a big guy over a smaller guy. I'll always take a power winger over a skill winger. Part of the reason why Australia lost that final. They couldn't cope with Jason Robinson at fullback. And Lottie Takiri, although he did get his try because of his height, England's backs ball in hand were better than Australia's backs ball in hand because they always were willing to pass the ball. The Australian backs were always willing to go into contact first. And that's been a criticism of Eddie Jones for quite some time. With England's weakness at the breakdown as well, that is a big risk to give away a lot of penalties. Now, and we know the Italians are going to be less likely to kick per goal. But the Italian forward set play off line out and scrum is very, very good. And if you're going to go in with that one-dimensional style of running, you better hope your forward pack, your clear-out group is right behind. And I'm not sure this is going to work for England in the midfield. The Italians will enjoy that. The Italians will absolutely enjoy defending against Tuilagi and Ben Teo all day. because if these guys get no change, they're going to get frustrated, and England's discipline has not been great. They're more penalised than the Italians, and for me, that is another weakness. England are still favourites to win, but I can see Johnny May not getting enough of the ball. I can see Elliot Daly being forced to come into the line more than is necessary from fullback. And if the ball was turned over, he's now in the line, he's not at fullback. So I can see England giving themselves more difficulty in winning the game and a less comfortable victory than if they had gone with a more flexible centre partnership where there's a bit more flair in there. They've gone for this power game again. And Ben Teo has been figured out in defence at times as well for being a little bit flat-footed. They could target Ben Teo in defence because he's less mobile. Now, Tuolangi is solid. I don't mind having one powerful ball runner, but when you've got two, I can see Ben Teo being targeted in defence by the Italians, especially by Marisi and Campagnaro as the centre battle. With those two with ball in hand, they're going to target Ben Teo in defence. I can see that being a possible defensive weakness, which means Elliot Daly is going to have to tackle more than he would like as well. England are still favourites, but here I've highlighted the weaknesses. So there we go. I'm going for an England win, but less than 10. I think it's going to be less than 10 points. It could be less than 7 points. And I'm highlighting, I think, some of the weaknesses England have got. And I think Eddie Jones, I think he's overlooking those weaknesses too much. I think there needs to be a bit more flexibility in England's approach going into the World Cup. And this is what's harming England going forward, is teams have worked out the power game of England, and they've worked out England cannot keep their discipline. And this could be a high penalty count game. It may not be the most open game today, but it's going to be a lot tighter than England would like, or England fans would like. And it's going to be interesting anyway. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your thoughts below, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.